Hello. How y'all doing? Choconnichi, what's up? It's been a long time, but shorter than I remember. It's funny how time works like that, right? I thought it's been like 2 weeks since my last stream. But considering that the last stream I made was kind of a fuck off character edit stream, eh, I guess in a way it was around 2 weeks. Well, let me double check. Let me double check my channel real quick. Wrong button. Well, I got this loading up. I've been stuck in a loop for damn near an entire month. Longer, probably. Nah, it feels longer than that. Where I basically get all the shit I gotta get done in a day, and I check the time and say, "Oh, what time is it? I could probably see now. What time is it? Oh, it's 7 o'clock at night. Fuck. Well, it's too late for that, right? Might as well do a little bit of editing, right? Work on a thumbnail, work on a video project I'm doing in the background, right? And I go to bed, catch up on one or two streams that I wanted to watch from a VTuber, and just that endless loop. And I woke up early today. I woke up early and I'm streaming at like 9:30 in the morning. That's and I woke up at like what, like 6? Cause I just got so much shit to do. But whenever I got some free time yet, uh, I don't have a plan here. My plan started a couple of hours ago and stopped by 10 because that's around the time I gotta start doing stuff. But things got out of hand. So whatever, I'm here now. Uh, so I'm not gonna play them. I'm not gonna make a whole stream out of this. But I just want to give a short update. Not for me, but for okay, I was gonna say, oh, for this, and then it didn't come up. For this. There we go. For this, right? I know none of you care about this, but I care about this. So I just wanted to give a short little update on it's not really a project, it's just a little something I'm doing uh in my spare time. So I got Choco here, right? There we go. I don't need to pull up music, I'm not gonna be here long. I just want to show off what I got so far. So number one, Sugar Bloom update. I gave him his pink dye. I made him a little bit skinnier up top. I might have to change the musculature though. I'll have to think about it. Because Sugar Bloom does have musculature. Like I said, he's a. I feel like Sugar Bloom is a bit too masculine to fully be a femboy. So I wanted to keep his body a bit more masculine than normal. Though uh, I might lower his musculature just a little bit, make him look more. I guess soft is a good term for it, but not like. I mean, a bit less cut, right? Might make his size a bit smaller too. The thing is, like, Jubon looks kind of lean, right? He doesn't seem that not exit. He like and despite how to explain this. Despite Jubon's branding as a femboy, his actual model is a lot more masculine than most femboys. Like, it's not, like I said before, it's not like draw a girl, call it a guy like most femboys are. He does have a masculine body. So he is kind of lean. Where the fuck? Where'd that come from? Whatever. Yeah, I woke up with a new scar on my leg. Sometimes I just wake up when I have scars. I don't know where it came from, but that's another one. Okay. Right? But, right, yeah, but, and again, yeah. June's not. So I need to work on making June look a bit more androgynous looking, but that's a process, right? But most importantly, I hate that the menus are different. Like, the menus all look the same, but they all have different controls, and it's hard to switch between them. But yeah, most importantly, I gave him his pink tips. Raw line update. Bro, on that date, changed the face a little bit. I gave him yellow dye, because, you know, lemon lime, right? That's the color scheme. Made his face a bit more masculine. Made his body a bit more masculine, too. At first, I wanted to have a completely androgynous character that I could just swap the different limes between. But then I figured, fuck it. Since I'm making 2 models, one for each, one for Bro Lime, one for Can Lime, I figured I must as well make them a bit more different as well. But one thing that I did have fun doing were the eyes, right? Since the limes, the low limes, always have an eye patch over the left eye, you never see the left eye. So I figured that for fun, that I give the covered eye patch, the left eye, heterochromia, but not like gave him like a cross eye with the dead eye. I thought that was a nice look. Right? But you never could see, because even if the eye patch wasn't there, right, you'd have a hard time seeing it because of the bangs. But that was a fun little touch. I might have to change the eyebrows though. I'll have to think about that later. And for lime, I gave her a heart instead. Since it didn't have a star, I went with the heart. I thought it was cute. Also, you notice that compared to Bro Lime, Kinolime's hair is all green. And I did that because, because of the character model, right? When looking back at when the lime started to differentiate themselves, I noticed that Bro Lime, okay, well the hair is like white, black, yellow, and green, mostly green, but Bro Lime tends to experiment more with how he looks, with how his model looks, and he ends up incorporating a lot of yellow, a lot more yellow, whereas Kino Lime generally goes for all green but with the black and white bangs. And since I can't really do that here, I might be able to give her like a little black patch up the front, but that's as far as I'll really be able to do, because I'm limited to 2 colors, and the mixing is not as good as the mixing could be better, but for what it is, it's pretty alright. So that's, yep. I could probably clash your personalities. I thought about it, but I figured it was easier and more fun to make the 2 low limes and just have them differentiate slightly, and then those slight differentiations became more extreme over time, just like the streamers themselves. So, whatever. Malone update. I moved the scar to the... I should do that. I should do it like this. Yeah. I moved the scar to the cheek. I'm still experimenting with the hair. The split bangs works really good for Malone, but I've been thinking about using this hairstyle, even though it's even if I pull the bangs up like this and it looks kind of a bit He-Man-ish, but this shape and this length is more accurate to Malone's model, so I'm thinking about using that instead. But this here has a bit more of like a casual. It's more casual. It's more friendly. I like how I like the volume of it, right? I like how it flares out. I think that looks good. So I'm constantly shifting between this hairstyle and this hairstyle. But outside of that, it really just changed the scar to the cheek instead of the eye. Cause, well, I can't. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So, mostly the reason why I did it is because when I moved the scar over to the eye, right, with this hairstyle, yeah, over here. I mean, I know it's over here but it changes, right? But when I have the scar over the eye, to me, it makes Malone look more like Cleo. Like Cleo Ite. So, that was... Right? Uh, the game does not have a red beanie, but like when I load up the model, my first impression is, oh, is that Cleo? No, it's not Cleo. It's Malone. So that was mostly just for me. But also, I like the cheek scar more than the eye scar personally. I think it looks cooler. All right. Splats update. Let's see. Only thing I really did was just bags around the eyes, really. Instead of just makeup, I also added some crow's feet on the eyes. Right, that's really it. Star is exactly the same. I didn't change much about it. Star. Nicola. Fuck. Nicola update. I just changed the skin a little bit. Tried to make the hair a bit more saturated, but I might change it. I might make it less saturated, but make it brighter. To more like make it a bit lighter shade of brown. I'm trying to get the colors right on the hair and the dye. Because the red, it used to be like more of like a dark red, and I changed it more to like a bright orange red. But I don't know if that quite works. Might change the eyebrows too. I'll think about that. Might change the mouth shape too. But that's it for Nicola. I made Sand Ruby. Really nothing about that. Just it's the same model, but like Splat said, just the same model, just make the eyes yellow, and that's really it. So that's what I did. Update. I never finished this one, right? I was in the oh yeah, I think Mixon was the last character I actually started making before I just stopped. So yeah, Mixon. I'll have to change your mouth shape. No, okay. Change the mouth shape. That's about it. I have to change the hair too. Like, I really have to work on the varying hairstyles too, because like, I will admit that I am using 43 as a crutch, because it's really good, and it's like one of the few hairstyles that has bangs going in between the eyes. Right, there's this, and then there's like this, and that's really it. None of the others really have that hair going between the eyes, which is incredibly common. I mean, there's this, I guess, but yeah, not a lot of bangs with hair going between the eyes, which is more common for VTuber models than I actually thought. I didn't realize how common it was. But also, it's like, that doesn't look too bad. But it's not the same. But I'm not saving it. Okay, let's see. One of the mark options. One of the mark options with a tie. There are no tie marks. I might be able to fake. Let's see. Hold up, let me go with the splats. Let's see. Could I fake one? No, that's not gonna work. Can you make it bigger? Oh, there we go. How big can I make this? Not all the way around. Okay. Yeah, no. Can't do it. Working on the Yana, right? I feel like the skin's wrong. I feel like her skin is a bit more of a yellowish tint, but I can't really fine-tune. Like, unlike most things, I can't fine-tune the skin settings, so that's what we got for now. I think her hair is also a bit more pale. But yep, having Yana in development. I might make a second Yana, Because this is Banyana. I might make a Nyana 69 just for the fuck of it to make a flavor toxogen, but I'll think about it, right? Bonbon? I don't remember how tall she is, but Bonbon. I decided to go with her more. I decided to go with her more recent models, where she gets the layered eyeliner, right? I might make another one that's more accurate to the original one that Pippa made, but for now I wanted to go with the one that Bonbon herself made. Oh. I'll have to. I might have to add another layer of freckles. Because I feel like it's hard to get the freckles right. Because, Bonbon. Because the freckles on Bonbon's, later models are kind of faded out in between the skin color and the blush. It's kind of hard to see them. So I might have to fade the freckles out a bit more to be more accurate to how Bonbon's model is, but we'll see. Yeah, I know about the time mark, right? I remember the Splats lore. Not the Splats, not the lore that Splats actually has, but like the original lore for Splats before the Splats that we know took over. Yeah, I remember about that. The armadillo that got run over, but I can't really make a tire mark with this character creator, so it's not like I can upload my own textures. Raimi Ricotta. God, what a good goddamn name! It's so much fun to see. Raimi Ricotta. I feel bad about the eyebrows, cause Raimi does have the really big circle eyebrows, but like I can't turn them around, cause the choice was either for hold on. Because the choice was I either go for these or go for these, but those are too small. These are around the same size, but not the same shape. There's these, but that's neither, right? Those aren't wide enough. Wait, maybe? No, doesn't look right. But whatever. Raimi. Mint and vanilla. Oh. You know, wish the game had short twin tails up top, but you know, whatever. I'll have to change the eyebrows. They're a bit too angled up. Just an advanced flavor battle royale. Well, this ain't a wrestling game, so it don't work like that. I don't think the game. Yeah, no, can't really do that. You can't have multiple. Not offline. You can't have multiple characters fight each other, and you can only save one. So, okay, this could be interesting. Event flavor battle royale. Because Merlot was an armadillo at the time. He's then become a chipmunk when swimming with Splats being a wolf. Splats. Splats became a chipmunk, so going with Splats being a wolf. Yeah, I'll have to watch that lore stream that you did for your birthday. I didn't, because I did see it pop up when you first because I did see the notification for the stream on your birthday when you first put up at like 3 in the fucking morning or something, but I didn't actually watch it. Oh yeah, because since I made Mint and Vanilla, I also made Beardcraft. And I feel like here's my biggest problem with the hair. I can't find a hairstyle that works with Beardcraft. So with this like long kind of pulled back look, it's fine, but kind of annoying. And right, he has eyes closed, right? because of the blindfold. Right? There was not a blindfold in the game, but I did manage to finagle one out of accessory parts. So I probably should show the outfits too when I'm done. Rika Paprika, right? I felt like I, I felt like making the joke, the 8 marbles joke, but no one's gonna get it, so I didn't. I don't remember if there's. I don't remember if Rika 1 and Rika 2 have any major visual differences between the two. So I'm kind of going with. So I'm kind of following what Joon did during his stream when he was making uh the cards, what was it, the fake cards. So I guess Rika 1 and Rika 2 for now look exactly the same because I don't know if there's any real differences between the two. I got the 2 tattoos though. I might have to change them out though. I remember that one's red, one's black, but the tattoo options are pretty limited. But it gets the aesthetic across, which is the most important thing. Pip goes right with something, maybe. Nah. Rika Paprika was made for Dragon Ball Z. It was made for like Xenoverse, that kind of shit. That's what it's for. Alright. Donavina de Merlot. Right? Complete with the boob mo, right? I'll have to make that smaller. That right to me. No, I'll have to just I might have to fade that out a little bit. The face mo looks fine though, but the chest mo I have to fade that out a little bit. Okay. Donavina de Merlot. He may cut purple hair, right? Not much to say about that. And now we have Donna Darkstar, right? Change the bangs out, change the haircut. I got the not quite accurate, but I got the 3 moles on the right side of the face. The Rico looks like a Tekken fan. It's the hair. It's the hair that makes Rico look like a Tekken character. The short, spiky hair, right? I'll have to change the eyes though. I feel like the eyes aren't quite accurate to Darkstar. But again, I don't know if I can make a setting that's accurate to that, but I just want to get close enough that the setting comes across and also differentiates itself from normal routine Demerlo, right? And I have Donatello. I know the hair, right? I know. But wait, did I change the eyes? Can I get that? Okay, I did. I'll have to make them a bit brighter though. Yeah, I'll have to make the eyes a bit brighter. Okay. I promise that Donatello looks better with the outfit, but for now, we got this. I feel like the torso's... I feel like the torso's too short. I'll have to change that. Alright. Oh, that's the wrong one. Can I delete note? No. Alright. Well, Darkstar. Short Ripley. Like a short Ripley. Yeah, I can see that. Like a short Ripley, yeah. Like I said, it's the hair, but not a lot of hair options I can really use for this. Because it's kind of hard to tell with the model, but I feel like Donatello has like twin tails. But this one, the has like no, not twin, drilled, the drilled twin tails. That's what it looks like. I can't really tell, but that's what it looks like he has. And this game doesn't have that, so had to make do with really curly hair, like really fluffy curly hair. But it's the best I got. It looks better with the full outfit, but well, I think so. But let me see here. Ooh. Loading good, loading good. Oh, this is taking too long. Normally it doesn't take this long. Is it because I'm streaming? Even when I'm streaming, it doesn't take this long. Let's see. This one. See, I think it looks better. I think it looks better. I'll have to. I'm gonna have to find a hat though. But if it's that way, I think. See, I think the outfit makes it look better. But that's me personally, yo. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Well, actually, might as well go through the rest of the outfits while I'm here. Okay, so this is a whip. This is a progress. So this is Mint Vanilla. As you can see, it doesn't look like Mint Vanilla because it's not blue. But none of the blues on this set match. So instead what I did was I set up Miliardo and Mint Vanilla as a set. Right? The black with the red tie. I decided this. Red shirt, white shirt, red tie, black, like, suit, right? I decided to make them match, right? Because I think that's a good look. But also I cannot make an accurate Mint Vanilla outfit, right? Pro line. I'm trying to remember if I changed anything from the last time. I think I changed the shirt out of it. Yeah, I changed the shirt. It's oops. I think I swapped it out for. I swapped this one out. This is the one he used to have, but I swapped it out for. Do I not have it? I mean, I have it. Like, where is it? Is it up here? No. This one. I'll swap that out for the Chun-Li shirt. I think it looks good in the lab coat, right? As Big Fanatic, this one's you know, line. Pay no attention to the clipping on the jacket. The problem with the lab coat, the thing is, if I change this thing, the clipping is like entirely dependent on what I put under the lab coat, right? For some reason, if I'm wearing the vest, the coat like magnifies itself to her fucking thighs, right? But if I change it to a more casual look, it doesn't. Right? The coat has proper physics, right? Unless I'm wearing this and then it doesn't. But I can't really change the. I can't really change the. I can't swap out the vest for anything because that's what she wears, right? And again, the question of what things are allowed to be paired and what aren't don't make any sense, right? Because you would think, right? Let me show this real quick, right? So it's this, yeah, and this, right? However, for some reason, right, you would think, right, you would imagine that if I paired this up with this, right, it's the same thing but without the tie, right? So go this one, right? You can't pair those with anything. Like, I'm pretty sure it's the same. I'm pretty sure it's the same model even. Like, let's see. Yeah, it's the same model. Just one has a tie and one doesn't. But you can't. I can't pair the one without the tie. It's fucking weird, right? The one that really gets me the most is, where is it? It's this. Like just a really basic button up. You can't wear a jacket over it. It's so weird, man. Okay, let's see. So yeah, I have to deal with this for now. Fake Chile, and this one is Rico. I remember that Sugar Bloom differentiated the two Ricos by one has white tank, one has black tank, and I could just easily swap that out, and that's not really enough to make a whole nother set list. But I remember that the one that Pippa made was all black, so I went with that one instead. Although, oh, the bow's weird. Oh yeah, yeah, the bow. So it's not a bow, it's yeah, because it yeah. That's because it's not a bow at all. It's tie. It's like two ties put together in a cross pattern that I rotated upside down. And it just does that. Because the game doesn't have hair bows. So I did this. I might change it, I might not. But for now, I just left it there. But until the game gets proper hair bows, hey, save that for Halloween, right? Yeah, no, the physics on the thing are just going fucking nuts. Change it to Fed watch list, right? Senna. I think this is fine. I'm still sure. Because the game does have overalls. I went with the orange cargo pants, right? Orange cargo pants, boots, the off shoulder top. I think that's fine. I was thinking about. Oh yeah, right. Okay, hold up. I should do these one by one. Because I did this, so I wouldn't have to keep swapping between every single one of them. But fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. I might as well show these in the best way, right? And it's like only $1,000 to change, but 1,000 coins, which is a fucking penis of what I have, but whatever. So now it's proper bonbon, right? Because the game doesn't have hair buns as a style. Like you can have the one bun, but it doesn't have two. So I gave her the Chun-Li hair buns to kind of fake it, right? And also because the hair looks like it's being tied back. I think it works, right? But I'm also thinking, because her whole thing is, well, her gimmick was construction, I thought, yeah, I might give her a hard hat. I haven't committed to it, but it was an idea. And of course, the glasses. Although the game doesn't really have brown glasses, I feel like this. What are these cotton? Wait, are these brown? I'm gonna have to change the. I thought these were red, but I think they're brown. Actually, not the correct shade of brown, but close enough. Right. What? Uh, the hell? Alright. I forgot about that. Why do I have this again? My computer alarm? Turn that off. Okay. Better, but still not good, right? But again, if I could find a way to make a more accurate mint of vanilla, I will. But for now, I decided to have this look, which I think is nice. But again, it's not blue, but well, I can show it, right? Like there's this, I guess, right? There's these, but again, I can't pair these with nothing, so... And I don't really have a fake bow tie that I can give her, right? But I'm using the, I'm using these vests, right? And this blue... like, it's... Oh yeah, it's in this black on the back, too. But it's like... It's not the correct shade of blue, right? For the... I think there was a skirt that was, like, the correct shade, like, kind of like a light blue. But I can't wear it with nothing. Not that. Is this? This is like the... Yeah, but this... I feel like this is the correct shade of blue that vanilla has, but I don't think there is a single... Like... I don't think I have any top that is both the same color, but also fits with the dress, right? Because you think, since that's like an office lady skirt, so you think that there would be, you know, a business or business casual office lady shirt that's the same color, but it's not. None of those work. That's a polo, that doesn't work. This, not the same color. Can't pair with nothing either, so that also doesn't work. Like, maybe if I had a white tie, I could make it work with that, but, eh. Can I wear this with a blazer? No. Yeah, so making outfit for Minaville is a bit harder than I feel like it needs to be. Let's be craft. Do this, right? Be a craft? Okay, yeah, no. Yep, be a craft. And the white gloves still, right? Right? Yeah, this will be easier, actually. Mm. Go on. Right. Ah. I'm gonna have to. I'll think about it. Well, you know, it's a lab coat. They are meant to be kind of bulky, so maybe I'll not change it. Maybe I will change it. But I don't like how the lab coat looks on this. I might have to. I'm thinking about changing the position of the yellow hair dye as well, but I'll leave it like it is for now. Let's see, let's see. What's Kino look like? Kino doesn't look too bad in that, actually. If I remember correctly, the... I remember, I think it looks better on, you know, yeah, that's what I was going for. That's exactly what I was going for. Yeah, Vanilla and Bearcraft, I feel like would be the type that wear matching outfits. Uh, and it looks slightly better with her actual hair, but with the twin tails, but not too much better, but better than nothing, right? All right. Mm. Hold up a minute. Cause here's the thing, I can kind of cheat by swapping out the lab coat for this, right? And I don't have to worry about the clipping, right? But and it has right, but it's not a lab coat, so it doesn't quite work for the outfit. Was there? I think there was another one, another blazer I could use, not that one. I guess there wasn't. I thought there was another one that I thought I was thinking about using, but I didn't find it. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, but again, it's not a lab coat, so it doesn't quite work. But you don't get the horrible clipping, which I don't care too much about, but I know some other people do. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. What the? Mm. 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 No, I might stick with black, honestly. I'll stick with black for now. So, I'll admit that, what the- I will admit that, Demerlo was kind of slapdash together. Because halfway in the making Demerlo, I figured it would be better if it would make more sense if I instead made Darkstar and Donatello instead, since no one really uses the original. Or rather, not use the original, but like Darkstar doesn't really adhere to the old Demerlo lore. So halfway into it, I figured it would make more sense to go for the deviations rather than the original. And I'm not too it's not that I don't think I can make a proper. I'll be honest, I don't think I can make a proper Demerlo instead. Because we don't really know what the lower half of Demerlo even looks like, right? I went with the. And also, the game doesn't really have office heals, so I had to go with the penny loafers, which I don't like. But and I guess it's the only button-up shirt that has enough cleavage to show off the boob mole, but also just it looks unflattering and bunchy with the jacket, so it just doesn't look too good. Didn't know that Chad eggs and flavor. And it doesn't. I don't find that to be a problem. I was doing it anyway as a little experiment to see if I just could make a somewhat accurate flavor characters, and I figured, yeah, I'll do the original gen. I'll do Toxic, and then I'll just wonder. Senior's flush on right square. Yeah, I remember that. But again, that was back before this whole thing was being taken any kind of seriously. It was still just a shitpost back then before people actually started using flavor for real as a real tag. But yeah, I don't like the outfit too much. Oh yeah, bought an ad. I'm actually gonna pull up the Nyana model. Because I wanted to do something really quick. So the thing about Nyana is that, or making a Nyana outfit, is that I cannot make one that's completely accurate because, like, for example, right? The game does have an oversized t-shirt that is yellow. Like, one, I decided to go with sweatshirt, right? Because it's a very saturated yellow, right? There's this normal... I mean, there's a sweatshirt, but there's also this, like, long sleeve tee, but it's not the same saturation. But there's also this, right? The oversized t-shirt, but as you can see, it's nowhere near the same saturation as anything else. Even though it's around the perfect length of what Nyana's outfit actually is. But then with this one, right? And also socks, right? I was originally going to use... Where are they? Yeah, I was originally going to use these, right? Because because this actually does have the asymmetrical, like the one short, one long sock that Nyana wears. But the second sock is too high up. Like, it's not like an over knee. It's not a knee sock. It's thigh high, which is too long. But also, I can't change the pattern on it. Like, I'm kind of stuck with a solid color. And even though you get this one, which are two different colors, if one was black and one was yellow, I can go with that, but it's not. So I figured the yellow striped ones made it more obvious that I was going for a Nyana outfit. Okay. Anyway. Shit, games. There was something else, but I don't remember what it was, so I'm just changing shells. Space Fender. Already did that one. Right, this one. Blech. Hold up a minute. Hold up a minute. Oh, actually, I need to take this off. Actually, I'm not. First things first. So, I went with... So I went with this because this is most accurate to the 3D model that Malone uses. However, I'm thinking of... Well, two things. Number one, I'm thinking of using a darker color for the pants. Because, as you can see, it makes the blue of the jacket pop out more when I have Malone wearing the black pants, right? But also, let me take this off. I remember Malone saying that that he wears skinny jeans for the mama, right? And even though this game has these that are called skinny jeans, they're actually quite not. Like, they're skinny around the calf, right? But for the thighs and the waist, they actually make them look like... It makes the... Yeah, the white showing up. As you can see, the thighs and the butt and the waist actually look really big when compared to, let's say, these, right? These are black, and they go these, right? Right. Yeah, you can see it you can see it in the thigh gap, right? So they don't really come off as skinny jeans, right? So I could probably swap them out for where's the tapered pants? Like, not these, the the chinos. Yeah, I could probably swap them out for these, because these actually look like skinny jeans. At least they're shaped like skinny jeans, I should say. So let me get a quick look at that real quick. Also, I changed the name to Sweet Entropy. Because I think Malone's a sweet guy, right? I like this. I like this. Shit. Wrong button. Okay. Alright. Hold on. Sounds like show the Nicola one while I'm here. Yeah. Yeah, no, I have to change the hair again. This well, no, cause okay, well, hold on. Cause Nicole, because the hair dye in Nicole is like really bright, really saturated, but also like, but at the same time, right? If I make it too bright, kind of throws the whole thing off. Maybe if I okay, if I move it over here, over to the bluish. Hmm. Hmm. Let me take another look at Nicola's model. Yeah, I think. Okay, I need to stop. I need to stop. I can do this all day. Actually, wait. Wait. I don't remember Nicola's. Hmm. No, wait. I got the eye color wrong. Isn't it Nicola's? Aren't Nicola's eyes? And I think no. I think Nicola's eyes are like brown now. Like they were originally red. Now they're brown. Let me double check. Let me pull up Nicola's stream. Hold up a minute. Because I was going by the old art and the profile picture and the model, but let me check. Infinite craft rates, sure. Let's see here. They look brown. Too far away. Let me see. But the thumbnails are still kind of. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Okay, okay. For now, I'll just make them less saturated. We're not just make it less saturated. No. Eh. Yeah, for now that works. For now that works. Okay. Quick splats. Alright, no, alright. You already. I don't think I changed Splat's outfit now that I think about it since the last one. Let me double check here. Noriko, that's the one. Yeah, no, the outfit did change, but might as well show up the Sand Ruby one Unfortunately, I cannot have a white suit, so you're gonna have to. So you're gonna splash VR. I cannot make the white suit. So instead, you're gonna have to go with the Kiryu, the Kiryu gray suit. Cause like his thing, cause like I can get a white jacket, right? I get a white jacket, but for pants, right? First, slacks don't come in white. Like business casual, right? Slacks, right? Business slacks, they don't come in white. I got these ton. Like there are no dress pants that come in like white, or I should say a bright white, right? So couldn't do it. So you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to deal with Kiryu gray, which is again I have to come up with something that's close enough, right? But oh yeah, yeah right. Oh yeah, the thing that started this whole thing. I have I have a Nico team. I don't think, if I remember correctly, Nico team never actually did get a debut. But I like the outfit, so easy to make, easy to recreate. Um, oh yeah, I didn't go through all the character modes. Well, let me go through these first. Check, 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 check. Check. I have not finished. I'm still working on an outfit for. I'm still working on an outfit for Rainy Ricotta. But now I have this, right? I can't. The game does not have cloaks or capes, so I kind of went with this uh poncho coat thing. Is this coming yellow or not? Right? No. So I got this, and like the only thing that has suspenders are like these, but they're all monochromatic, which sucks. Even though when you fight people wearing this outfit, because this outfit, this is a G. Okay, well the name is supposed to be Oliver, but this is the outfit of one of the mooks you fight in Final Fight. G Orber, although the name is supposed to be Oliver, but you fight this guy, white shirt, suspenders with blue pants, right? But these pants are white, and all these other color, they're all monochromatic. Where when you fight him in the game, even in this game, the outfits has different colored pants, and I don't know why you can't change it. It's weird, but yeah, for now I have this. But again, it's not something I'm completely happy with, but it'll have to work for now. Amy Ricotta. Amy Ricotta. Such a good goddamn name for a VTuber. It feels good to say. Amy Ricotta. Okay, oh yeah, Mellow. I forgot. Right, because I made a mixin. So of course I made a Mellow as well. And then a Romantic Marie Mellow. Right? I'm actually kind of surprised how get this one. I was able to get this one. It's not entirely there, right? Because the what do you call it? The girdle. I don't know what the fuck that thing's called. It's blue instead of black, but I can't change the color of it. But it's got the yellow shirt, the black spats, and even though it's blue, it I forget the term for it. Not the hue, not the value. I forget. It's been a long time since I was in an art class, but like the contrast between the shirt and the corset are close enough that I feel it the black it works with the black spats, right? And the black spats even have like gold accents on them, which ties it back to the shirt. So I think this is fine. Could be better, obviously, but I think this works for a mellow outfit. I miss Mellow, dude. I mean, I know she's still around, but do I have this? Oh yeah, I have this one too. So, this requires a bit of context. Not too much, right? But those of you in the know would know. I wouldn't know because I haven't been following up, but Mellow rebranded. We know that Mellow rebranded, but she rebranded again, right? Although she didn't, all she did was like change her Twitch handle, but like everything else is still the old name. So I feel like that's gonna happen, but whatever. Bell Yaga. I hope she does well. Hold up. What the? Okay, which one is this? Right. I couldn't quite make an accurate, Susie Blue either, but I feel like I got close, actually. Right? I put the badge here for the medallion, although there are no wizard robes, so I went with the Mado outfit. But however, I think it kind of works because the back part, where the apron is tied, kind of looks like it's carrying the basket, which is supposed to be her backpack, but doesn't have. There's no backpack in this game, so I had to go with this instead. And glasses, although the glasses are not black. Okay, the glasses are the one I'm having trouble. Because as you can see, these are the circular glasses that Susie wears, but they're not black, and they're like metallic. So I get these, right? You can have gold. I guess these are red and these various shades of white. Or I could use these glasses, which aren't completely circular, but they're close enough. Right? I'm still struggling with that. Also, if I had one more accessory slot, I would give her this. I'd give her this cane, so it's kind of looks like a wizard staff, right? But instead, I compromised so that whenever I play her, I use JP style, who is basically just a wizard. But he fights with a staff. That's it. I don't like JP though. Either to play as or against. Mm. Anyway, I don't really play JP, but that's the basic idea, right? She's a mage. She should have a mage staff, but if I gave her one of these accessory slots, I might have to replace. I was thinking of replacing the badge, but I feel like the medallion is kind of part of making the mage look work, especially since I'm using this maid outfit that doesn't quite have the. But again, there also aren't a lot of like dresses in the game. Most of them have been DLC that I have been like the rotational, like not even rotational, the shop DLC that I don't care about. So, God. Answer this. Hey Ninja, how you doing? I'm almost done here. I wanted to show off a bit of the avatars I made in Street Fighter because I enjoy this. I'm doing good. This one. So, apparently, let me pull it up. Whoop. Which one was it? Neil, Team, Block. Here we go. So apparently, and I didn't notice, or rather, or maybe I did and I forgot. Coconut Blanc actually did try to come back after a while. I remember the first stream where he basically got bullied out of VTubing live on his debut, which was equal parts funny and tragic to watch. Although I did there, but as it turns out, the stream was just deleted. I thought it was. I thought that Coconut Blanc deleted his account after that, but apparently he just deleted the stream. And I tried to come back maybe last year or a year before, 2 years ago. It didn't stick around, but I feel bad for Blanc. I do. Anyone that likes Rising Zan Samurai Gunman is a friend of mine. But I do have a Coconut Blanc for the fun of it. And I feel like the last one, right? And the last one I have is Lulu. Let's see. One. The blue glow. I'm actually kind of shocked how close this one could get. Not a lot of orange in this game, but I managed to make it work, right? Let's see. I might have to change the glasses though. Where are the square ones? Cause I had a pair of square, not these. These. Nah, not working. I also couldn't quite get the skin color right. It's supposed to be more of like a greenish tint to the blue, but again, you can't fine tune skin colors in this game, so whatever. But yeah, I'm surprised that I managed to get Lulu. I thought Lulu would be a lot harder, but I got it too. Alright. So that's enough. Alright, so that was the end of that. So this is something I'm gonna be chipping away at throughout the course of whoever knows how fuck long. And there was something else I wanted to do, but I don't remember what it was, so I'll just exit. Exit here. I can feel my willpower slipping, good man. Because I have not yet bought, I can see, I have not yet bought the Blue Mary outfits, but god damn it. I feel my willpower slipping away every time I put this game up, dude. And it's, you know the worst thing about it though? The absolute worst thing about this? It's not the price, it's not that it's seasonal. I mean those are very big things, right? But it's actually, what's the random thing here? Here's most things are on this. What? Oh, okay, right here. Because like these collabs, these cost double, right? Yeah, no. Yeah, no, the collab outfits like this cost, like the Blue Mary, that costs like double of everything else will cost, right? But the important thing is like here's something, right? 200 coins, right? Let's see. If I remember right. Because the conversion on this, I don't remember the full conversion, but I think it's. Hold up. Let me double check here. So this is 300, right? So new outfits. So costume outfit 3. These are 300, right? So that's basically I think that's $5. Yeah, I think 300 is around $5. Hold on. Let me look at the Blue Mary outfit again. Hold up. So it's 1,200. Two of these, it's 24. And I think that the maximum that you can get, I think the maximum fighter coins that you can get is 2750, right? Yeah, 2750. And that's $50 for that. So two of these is around $50. Almost $50. Which means each one individually is around not quite 25. Well, hold on. It's 27.50, right? Both of these is 24. Whatever. I don't remember. I remember I had the conversion written down when the game first booted up, when I first played the game, but that was years ago. I don't have it anymore. I never really bought anything since. But Jesus, right? So for the sake of simplicity, you know, okay, wait, okay, for the sake of simplicity, let's say this is $20. Let's just say that this is 12. This 1,200 coins is $20, right? While an outfit for a normal character in the roster is around 5, right? Wait, let me double check 5. 250. That's around 5. So slightly more than 5. 7, 6 or 7. Whatever. Okay. Whatever. Let's say that this is $6 per outfit for a normal character in the roster, right? Let's assume that. Let's assume that this is $6, right? And let's assume that this outfit here for your avatar, which you are only allowed one of, and you well, okay, so one, you get the outfit, You cannot dye the outfit. It has... Hold up. Hold up. 3. 1. Hold up. Oh, wait, hold up. Why does that say 3? Because I know you don't... I do not get 3 pairs of that. That doesn't make any sense. I think that's for number of slots, I guess? Because you get 3 accessory slots. And that can take up all 3 slots. So I'm guessing that's what that means? But anyway, okay, so... This fucking MMO rotational cash shop bullshit. This is part of the reason why I don't play MMOs anymore, right? But the worst part is not how much more expensive this is compared to an outfit for your normal character. Like if this costs the same amount as like an outfit for a normal character in a normal game, like around $6, I'd be fine with that. This is like around $25 fucking dollars, right? No stat bonuses. No stat bonuses. You can't change the color of it. If you want another color of it, you have to buy the other variation of it, right? You can't dye it normally, right? It does change stats. And I kind of get that, right? Because that goes into pay to win shit. But it's like... And yeah, there are people that do take the avatar battle seriously, but most people don't. And it's like... Even if it was like something like a passive skill, like, Blue Mary's a grappler, right? So you buy the outfit and increases the damage of it increases grapple damage. Or it increases like counter damage, because Blue Mary also has counter holds, right? So it's like, hey, you get a skill that increases your counter holds, right? You get, or I don't know, it increases the damage of vertical arrow, because you find Blue Mary in World Tour, and she teaches you how to use one of her moves, vertical arrow. It can be like, oh yeah, this increases the damage of vertical arrows. Like this shit here is less morally... No, this is more morally repugnant to me than actual MMO... Than the actual MMO bullshit. Because with MMO bullshit, when I was talking... I have it, hold up. Do I have the image? Do I have it? I'll have to go back I'll have to go back. Because, like, even... like 3-4 months ago, when Nexon was having their whole SNK collab with Dungeon Fighter, at the very least, when you bought an outfit over there, you would get stat bonuses, right? You would get little extras to go with your outfit, because paying $30 for an outfit is fucking insane. Especially when you are incentivized to buy multiples of the outfit, because you get purchase bonuses. So if you were a dumbass like me and spent $200 on a bunch of pixels, you get even more extra stuff to go with your character, right? Including a free outfit. Air quotes, free outfit. So, for something like this to be purely visual, and I'm not even that upset about it just being aesthetics, right? Because, Battle Hub is proof enough that Capcom knows that there are a lot of people that care way too much about the aesthetics of your little dress-up doll, me being one of them, right? I'll admit that. I've spent a lot of time... Let me pull it up. What's this? 388 hours. I spent 388 hours on World Tour. I care a lot about the aesthetics of this, about my fucking dress-up doll, okay? But even I have my limits, right? I am baffled that... I am baffled that Capcom is being rewarded by implementing this fucking cash shop that has all... that combines, like, all of the worst aspects of MMOs. I think pay to win is less morally repugnant than this shit, because at least with pay to win, you get a benefit to shilling for the game. You get a benefit to it, even if it's just making your character untouchable, which is bad. But the at least you feel like the money you spend in a pay to win game is being not okay. How to explain this? You feel like your money isn't going to waste, at least. You get a new outfit, and the new outfit comes with stat bonuses that make you unkillable to people that play the game for free, right? And yeah, that has a knock-on effect of basically having less and less free players, which incentivizes making the cash up even more extreme, because you have to squeeze your remaining player base for all the money they have in order to offset the amount of people that they are making quit the game, because no one likes being thrown on the wall, right? I get it, but I don't feel like the money that I haven't spent. Like the only I've only spent money on a couple of items, right? Like again, these points that I have, oh yeah, that 280, that's from like the game's launch, right? Because even though let me pull it up, because like Japan might be fucked, but at least Capcom was smart enough to as I can see, like yeah, these coins valid 180 days in Japan, but again, only Japan, because they're fucked. But these coins I bought at launch, and I'm still making them work. But like, it's infuriating to me that Capcom is being rewarded with this shit. Like, even when I go to, let's take this dress, right? Where is it? Well, let me pull up the shirt, right? Huh? Huh? Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Available until next month, right? And SF6 has been doing this every month since the game came out. It's a new piece of gear that is only available for the month, and then after that it disappears because FOMO, right? And it's like, why isn't this just a permanent addition to the shop, right? Because like, surely the amount of money that you are, because surely you would make more money if you just made it a permanent addition to the shop, right? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand how this works, right? Like, there can't be that many people that buy this because it's limited. It'll go away forever. Like, there are whales that do that, right? But like, I don't. It just annoys me, man. I don't want to get into it. I really don't want to get into it. But it's not like see, Capcom did this shit with Street Fighter 5, right? They did it with character outfits and color and it did it with like a limited colors and limited outfits in Street Fighter 5. So, and it worked then, but it makes sense to do it again for Street Fighter 6, but it feels a lot worse. Well, no, maybe not, because in Street Fighter 5 they were more like events. Like, oh yeah, here's an event. If you play the game within these 2 weeks, you might get, I don't know, Boxer Street Fighter 1 outfit where he's Mike, even though we continue, even though we, yeah, if you go through this fucking event, you can unlock a Shadow Lady color for Chun Li or some shit, right? So, I whatever this always online bullshit. It's uh, whatever, whatever. Sip. If this is what it takes to make Street Fighter 6 the most popular and beloved fighting game of its time, then whatever, so be it. But I don't have to like it. Whatever, I'm done. Now I'm just in a sour mood. And I do not want to go on a fucking hour long rant how I think, about how where fighting games are right now. I don't want to talk about that. Nobody cares. No one gives a shit. Who cares? Whatever, I'm calling it. I'm done. I'll have a plan, maybe, next time, maybe. Whatever, bye.